Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's McCoy's Bills going up against Bilal Powell's Jets. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, Charles Davis. And CD, Larry highlighted a couple of running backs to keep an eye on here tonight, and I know you plan on doing just that.
I certainly do. Let's face it, we're all going to check in on the quarterbacks and see what they do. But the running back who can take over a game, who can impose his will on the opposite defense, oh, that guy, that's a guy worth watching because he can definitely change the fortunes of his team.
Here's the Jets' new kicker for 2017, Chandler Catanzaro, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Buffalo Bills coming off a 3-point victory over Tampa Bay. Their offense takes the field led by that man, Tyrod Taylor. He was up in that game around 300 yards passing. Don't normally see him there. And then 53 yards rushing as well.
And he got great support from LaShawn McCoy, 91 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. But how about the drive he orchestrated to win it for Buffalo? 75 yards. Did it in only 3 plays. Big 44-yard pass from him to Deontay Thomas. And then, of course, LaShawn McCoy tied it up with a 7-yard run. And then they went on to win the game.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
Well, the one thing we do know about Buffalo, they love to run the football. Number 1 in the NFL in 2016 in rushing yardage. Expect that to continue, but look for an upgrade in the passing game. If they add that, they could be really dangerous.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the defense for New York.
This defense is well respected around the league, and in 2015, they were ranked 4th overall in total defense. You move ahead to what they did last year, it looks pretty good on paper. 11th overall, just outside the top 10, but that collection of talent didn't pay off in the wins column. The team went 5-11, and they're looking to get all these pieces together and put this talent back on display.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Jets, the AFC leader in return yards in 2015, Jeremy Curley. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The man under center for the New York Jets will be Josh McCown. There he is, coming off that close loss to Miami. Now, McCown, he threw for 3 touchdowns. He did have that interception late, though, that set up the Dolphins' game-winning field goal.
And that's the tough thing with him, because you see so many good things throughout a ball game, but 2 weeks in a row, late interceptions have set up scores for the opposing team to beat the Jets. So right on the brink is Josh McCown leading his team, trying to find a way to get over the top and turn those into victories.
Throwing on first is McCown. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This is Bilal Powell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
The struggles of the New York Jets offense in 2016 were well documented. They struggled to run it, struggled to throw it. A lot of that because of inconsistent quarterback play. A big reason why they ended up 26 overall in offense in the NFL and went from 10-6 in 2015 to 5-11 in 2016.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I could never stump you on stats, but go ahead and let the people know. Who was second in the NFL 2016 in yards per carry?
It was that man, Bilal Powell, right at 5.5.
He may have had to share some carries in the backfield with Matt Forte, but boy, he took advantage of his touches.
And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
This is a defense that's always carried itself with a swagger, and one of the things they take great pride in, rushing the passer. They were 6th against the pass in 2016. Have to shore up their run defense, though. Just 29th. That's quite a surprise, considering the athletes they have on that side of the ball.
McCown giving to Powell on the draw. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Spent 3 years as the kicker for the Arizona Cardinals. Now in New York on the big stage, kicking for the Jets.
2015, he was great. 28 of 31 on field goals. Last year, 21 of 28 trying to rebound.
And you remember, it was a season opener, a chance to beat the New England Patriots where he missed a makeable field goal, and I think that knocked him off the rails for the rest of that season.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. He spins free. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Curley, spinning away, dancing away at the 35. A very good return that time, 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They begin with a carry for Powell. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Working from the gun, McCown caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue line! Blue line!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
McCown will try again on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. It's McCown again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the 2nd-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. Back deep for the Bills, Brandon Tate. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We love talking about bloodlines in the NFL, and Zay Jones fits that category perfectly. The rookie out of East Carolina, his father Robert was a linebacker in the league, and his uncle Jeff Blake, a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And Zay, 399 catches at East Carolina, a D1 record. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole, but the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. First and 10, it's Taylor. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. The Bills with the early advantage. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action with Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They
start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's McCown. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 64 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. On first down, it's Taylor. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Oh, with that incompletion, let's have some fun for a second. Dan Bailey, Cowboys kicker, got injured last week, so they brought in their safety, Jeff Heath, to kick. Did you see this?
I did, and it cracks me up because when you have to bring in the emergency kicker, you're wondering, are they going to go old school and look like Super Toe with the square toe and hit it straight on? Or are they going to have the soccer style? Jeff Heath, the first one he makes, but the second one, that would look like me off the tee at the golf course.
That's a good analogy. Jeff, we love you, but you made 2, but that one that he missed, if you haven't seen it, go look it up. It was quite the PAT try.
But he did add 5 kickoffs as well.
He did.
So he was all around that day, and they're hoping Dan Bailey heals fast. I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Taylor, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They start this with a run for Powell. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
On first down. McCown. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They go again with Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's McCown. Dumps off to Powell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes LaShawn McCoy as he trots back out there now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Now Taylor on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Taylor to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Taylor will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Taylor now on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, it's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Pretty move, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Jets trail at home at halftime. The Bills will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Bills take it at the 11. They'll run it here with LaShawn McCoy. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. Bills go up by 11. Now 1st and 10. Here the catch is made way downfield. And this play will go for 6, closing the gap to 4. 1st and 10. Taylor is going to shift out to the right side. He'll pick up more than 10 yards on the play. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This is the running back, Powell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Down sideways at the 22-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's McCown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
All right, here we go. Green.
Here's Powell. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Another run, this time Forte. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Throwing now is McCown. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 33. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So make it 3 field goals for him now. This last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They go play action now. Taylor looking middle, and it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. I want to take a glance back to last week real quick. We got a second. That Raiders-Chiefs game. How about that ending? 4 last plays. That was an instant classic.
We can laugh about it. Kansas City is not going to. But when I went back and reviewed all of those plays, I found all the penalties that were called. That was an ending unlike any ending I've ever seen, and especially in a classic rivalry game with Kansas City and Oakland. Boy, what a way to finish for Oakland, a game they absolutely had to have to keep their season going.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Before the offense gets cranking again, let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major, the 2018 season happened. It's in the books. And Skimbo won it all again, his second title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too, Michael Skimbo. But he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. Came out on top, was it 24-20 against Raydell Joke Brito. So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
The Bills on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Josh McCown of the Jet offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They run with Powell. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now McCown on the bootleg. Completes it to Powell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They run the counter now on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
McCown to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's McCown. He's got Curse. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll throw with McCown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Zero now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. 3rd down here.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
The Bills on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Over the middle, it's Holmes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. Now McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on first is McCown. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
McCown now on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. McCown throwing on second. And going over the middle here to Curley. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fresh set of downs here. McCown looks to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. McCown looking to throw. Dumps off to Powell. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try to run with Forte. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 6-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On second down, here's McCown. A dump off to Forte. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's McCown. For Kidder here, it's complete. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And here we go on 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, here's McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go!
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Taylor on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Looking deep downfield. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing now is McCown. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's McCown to throw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From midfield, here's McCown. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Lorenzo Alexander was one of the great stories of the NFL in 2016. His first year as a full-time starter, 12.5 sacks.
That'll get you some more starts, won't it?
It certainly will. He's been a long-time special teams ace. Now he's added outside linebacker and rushing the quarterback to his resume.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. McCown to throw on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, McCown. Time for a break. And that will be incomplete as well. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now McCown got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. A give to McCoy. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Third down now following the run. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Luke McCown and the offense heading out for their next possession. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Back to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Yards to go on 3rd.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Open man is Holmes. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's 1st down, Buffalo. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. It's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. One last shot for Taylor. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the